What's going on? What's going on? This is the Warzone Gamer Buyer's Blog, or you know what I'm saying, guide, whatever. Basically it's about the whole motion controls. You know what I mean? I had both. I had the Kinect. I have the PlayStation Move. I sold my Kinect. Not being biased, the Kinect is a cool piece of hardware. You know what I mean? You get tired of it after a while, though. I mean, we're gonna break down basically the Kinect and the Move. You know what I mean? This is to the people who want the proper information on what to go buy this holiday season. Anyway, the Kinect is cool for a little while. It's a good piece of hardware. But like I've been saying from day one, there's a lot of limitations, right? People complain about pricing. You know what I mean? 150 is a little steep because we just found out that the whole to build that piece of hardware, it will cost you like $50 or something, $40. So they're actually making $100 off of us. So God knows how much they're paying off the people who's retailing it for them. Remember, they got to see a chunk out of this too. So if Microsoft gives out a certain percentage to the store, like, oh, you're gonna get 20% out of this whole chunk, there's gonna be a lot of companies that are gonna want to push this better than the Move, whatever. But this, you know what I mean, that's totally out of the topic that I'm trying to make here. The whole thing I'm trying to make here. Basically, the rundown of the Kinect is a cool piece of hardware. You can do some cool things with it. You know what I mean? You have fun with a couple of their games. I had fun with the boxing. You know what I mean? It was cool. Like I said, it's a good piece of hardware. Do I see myself playing it all the time? No, because there's no hardcore games there. A lot of those games are just like to whet your appetite for a little while and that's it. So how does that appeal to me? I feel like I'm a hardcore gamer. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's cool to have some type of casual in there because you're not going to play hardcore all day. Not everybody wants to play hardcore all day. Cool, whatever. And the whole thing with people saying, oh, Kinect isn't laggy anymore, it's true one-to-one. If you're gonna say Dance Central, only thing Dance Central is, I wish I had my phone on me. Dance Central is like the way this is right now. You see how the camera knows I'm doing movements and all that? It doesn't have any character model that is controlling, because it's not controlling any character models. If you see that little picture on the side, all that is just the feed that's coming from the camera. Like if this is right here, like the way it is right now, I'm in the front of the lens and you see me on that little screen. It's the same thing with effects over it. So like if I want to throw some red right now as I'm talking, it's going to turn red. So that's what that basically is with Dance Central. Yeah, it's locking in your moves. You understand what I'm saying? It's locking it in, but it's not like actual character movement. That's actually you moving. That's you, yourself. It's showing yourself on that screen. So of course it looks like one-to-one because it's just showing you. That's what it is, what it's doing. You understand? It's not like the way, for instance, Ricochet is. How you hit it is a little delay because it has to read what I'm doing so the character could do it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why, not me, certain games are gonna look like it doesn't have any delays because of shit like that with the whole Dance Central thing with pricing, $150. It's cool because you don't need to buy no additional controls, but you're limited to 2 players. So at the end of the day, it doesn't do any justice because, okay, you're gonna have somebody there, say you have my family over, we want to play 4 players. That's where the Move comes in. We're gonna get to the Move in a second. What else? You shouldn't even compare the two. Honestly, I feel like two different approaches, 2 different motion controls. It's not even in the same league. You know what I'm saying? Like Microsoft is doing something totally different. Sony doing something totally different. Not different, but it's perfecting where the Wii messed up at. And I wouldn't say messed up because I mean, whatever. But honestly, I feel like Kinect is cool, but it has its limitations. You know what I mean? Fanboys need to just chill out with the oh yeah, we got so many Kinect games coming out. But you know what? How many of those games are you really gonna buy? Truthfully. There's a lot of people who hyped up, oh, Alan Wake is the next best thing. I can't wait for it to drop. And look at the poor sales that thing has. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of you Microsoft fans, you hype a product up, and y'all don't even buy it yourselves. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure before you hype something up, know what you're talking about. Say that you're gonna buy it and don't say you know what I mean? Go buy it and don't say you're gonna buy it. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a lot of people complaining saying, oh, is the PlayStation Move and Kinect late to the motion control era? No, it's not. I think it came at a perfect time. You know what I mean? Nintendo opened the doors for it to be relevant now, and these two companies are eating from it. So do I see sales for the Wii dropping a little bit after this? I think so, because you don't have to just go to one console anymore to get your motion control on. You know what I'm saying? So as far as people saying, oh yeah, they came late in the game, I don't think so. I think Kinect and Move came at the right time. You know what I mean? 3 different platforms, all offering different genres, all different games, whatever. So we'll see what happens as far as what Kinect has to do. I'm not digging the whole thing about, oh, you know what I mean? They're saying you're the controller, but this is where it's gonna get a little choppy, because if you're the controller and they saying for different type of game experiences, you can use your controller. So it defeats the purpose of me being the controller, because there's certain experiences you can't experiment. You know what I'm saying? Experience without buttons, controls. You know what I'm saying? So they're saying later on they're gonna have games where you can use the Xbox controller and the Kinect. So like again, it defeats the purpose, and God knows what they're gonna do. They'll probably have add-ons, meaning that you gotta spend more money to experiment. You know what I'm saying? Experience, basically the type of thing that they're trying to offer you. Whatever. Like I said, it's up to the consumer, the customer themselves, which is you guys, to see what y'all want. You know what I mean? Look at the longevity of things. If you're a hardcore gamer who wants a little bit of casual in their life, you know what I mean? I think Move is the best way to go. And going to the Move, I want to move on to the Move now. PlayStation Move, like the same way, it's good, but it has its flaws too. You know what I mean? I wish that those motion controls, which is the Move itself, would have had the analogs, because it's the game, like the fight, lights out. It requires 2 of those moves. So if it requires 2 of the moves, you gotta press the move button and tilt forward to move your character forward, and then punch. You understand? So if it would have had analogs, you could move the character up and fight, and that would have been a better experience. Because if I'm moving my character forward, you can, you know what I mean, do what you gotta do. I would have just honestly did the prototype that they had before. They wanted to take the DualShock, rip it in half, and use both analogs. You understand what I'm saying? With those balls on top. Well, they could have left the Move the way it is now and just threw some analogs on it. Straight up, I would have took it just like that. Good piece of, you know what I mean, technology right there. The Move is as accurate as it is, and it can only get better. And I see Sony's whole thing about not trying to advertise too much, but I guarantee you, by the time Killzone comes out, you're gonna see a shitload of advertisements with the Move. They're gonna advertise the shit out of it, because now they're gonna have games to brag about with it. You're gonna have the SoulComs, your Little Big Planet in January, your Killzone. You know what I mean? I'm hearing rumors Infamous might work with it, and if you know Uncharted's coming out, the biggest thing to push Move with it would be Uncharted. A lot of people will buy into it, and you will see E3 that somehow, some way they're gonna work that Move with the Uncharted. If it doesn't happen, cool, whatever. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do something big with the Move and Uncharted. That'd be huge. You understand? So, like I said, as far as the Move goes, if you want to get the total package, you could sit here and forget about the navigational controller, because you can use the left part of your DualShock controller and one of the Moves. I would just say go out, buy the Move bundle, and buy an extra Move controller. And it's the same experience that you're getting from the Kinect with this. You know what I'm saying? Using both hands and it comes out to the same price. And if your friend comes over, you have 2 moves. So it's the same price. At the end of the day, it's the same pricing. $150 with tax, whatever. It comes out to like, I don't even know how much. But go out, go get it. This is the buyer's guide. If it was up to me, like I said, it's totally, for me, I prefer Move. But you guys, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta see what you, sorry about that. You gotta see which one you want. I'm not gonna sit here and leave a decision on the table. It's for you to really see what you want. If you feel like Kinect is more your type of thing, I would say look into it more before you buy it. Don't buy into the hype, because that's what everybody's doing right now. They're buying into the hype, and they're gonna see by the time March comes, when there aren't any games and it's the same shit you're getting now, you're gonna see GameStop flooded with a lot of Kinects being used. Guarantee you. Again, WarzoneGamer.com for your latest and greatest news. Follow us on Twitter, Warzone Gamer. For my YouTube subscribers, subscribe button. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you guys think. And hey, if there's a lot of people out there that don't like what I'm saying right now, cool. You know what I mean? Look, there's comments there. Leave comments. Let me know how you guys feel. You know what I mean? Again, we gotta stop all this fanboy shit and just be true gamers here. WarzoneGamer.com.
All men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night, in the dusty recesses of their minds, wake in the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men. For they may act their dream with open eyes to make it possible. This I did.
Well, that's all real pretty, but what the hell's it mean in English?
It means be careful what you wish for. It might just get you. Perfect. Here we go.
Yeah, the reception to Uncharted 2 obviously was thrilling. Nice. It's so hard when you're so close to a game that you've slaved away on for months and months and months that, you know, all you're going to see initially are the faults. So, you know, when the review stores started coming in, we're like, wow, really? Really? Wow, they didn't notice that thing? Oh, wow, okay, great, awesome.
Like getting like so many Game of the Years and like just all those perfect scores and whatever, just so much praise for one game. How many times did it happen in your life? If you're very, very lucky.
But at the same time, there was also that, oh shit, people's expectations are going to be through the roof for the sequel. Guess we better get started. Okay, so we just wanted to go through everything now that we have everybody here and just sort of see where everything stands, because we had the marketing meeting last week. Everybody loves the direction of the trailer. Nobody had any real changes except for, just make it look pretty and get it finished. So at this point, we're just going to try to start nailing down some of the details.
We feel like people are interested in what we're going to do next. And so we wanted to make a piece that sort of suggested, like, this is where the game is going.
It's gonna be awesome.
Obviously, the teaser is kind of a big deal, so a lot of my energy is going into that. But yeah, it's a little terrifying, to be honest. There's a lot more pressure now on us than I think there ever has been. So.
Making Uncharted 3, there's a ton of pressure. It's a crushing amount of pressure, to be honest. And some of it's self-imposed and some of it's just naturally imposed by the circumstances. When you know that you've got a big fan base out there that's like waiting for any scrap of information and can't wait for the next game, I'll tell you, there's something to be said for just being under the radar and, being kind of the dark horse that nobody's heard about yet.
We want to meet and beat people's expectations, but I mean, frankly, we're just putting a lot of our own pressure on ourselves to do a better game than we did last time.
We're never satisfied anyway, so it's like, pressure from the outside compared to what we have inside, piece of cake. It's nothing.
So you have to just have the faith that whatever instincts got you to this point will continue carrying you through as long as you keep listening to them.
We've always done our mocap at other mocap studios, and now we have our own stage. It's kind of cool. Pretty rad. Yeah.
Nolan. Have you guys seen this already? We showed this to you yesterday.
Yeah, but not the Caesar, yeah.
Okay. It means 14 be careful what you wish for. It might just get you.
What the hell does it mean?
Just watching some YouTube stuff.
Action.
Uh-huh. Well, that's all real pretty, but what the hell does it mean in English?
It means be careful what you wish for. It might just get you.
Did you know how popular it was going to be when you stepped onto the project?
I had no idea what it was. I remember just going to the audition. I was just in one of those great moods, and here I am sliding over the thing and jumping, knocking over chairs, and I didn't care. I didn't know what it was. It's a TV show. I thought it was a voiceover job. I didn't really know, but I was just in a good mood. And then they hired me. I'm like, oh, great, whatever. And then we get into it, and you realize what it is, and you start going. And then it's like, and then you realize, and then you're having so much fun.
That was in perfect timing.
And I was given so much freedom. It was one of the first times in my career that I was given the freedom to really contribute and help create this character from my own personality.
We're all kids in the sandbox, having a good time, playing. And that's why, the old name of, the old title of actors was players. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to play like this is real.
People love it so much. And they're like, greatest game I've ever played. It's incredibly flattering. And like I said, it's the best job I've ever had in 15 years in this business. Television, film, doesn't matter. There's nothing better than this. All men dream, but not equally. Anything different in tone, though? Was that getting a little crusty,
It's
crusty?
A little too dreamy, I think.
All men dream.
Yeah, well,
but
be
not
careful.
Equally.
Careful about don't get too crusty, because this is the first time Drake's voice is going to be heard in this trailer that's going out at the Spike VGAs, basically. So you want to make sure it's all recognizable. Well, I would say we're both excited and worried about our approach to the trailer and how the audience might react to it. In the midst of a lot of other quick-cut trailers and trailers that may be focusing on the visceral experience, doing something that was more of a vignette that had a mood to it is both maybe a positive thing because it may make us stand out, but a risk because it may make us stand out in the wrong way, right? That's always the concern, is you want to be going off in a direction that's bold, but, you know, you're rolling the dice.
This I did.
It's interesting because it's so yeah, Uncharted 2, big success, awesome, but we never made Uncharted 2 just for that. That was not what's driving us. Just I really hope like the fact we got so much success it didn't change us, and we're still true to ourselves. I want to just keep making games with passion and just coming to work every day and just make the game that we want to play, and that's pretty much it. What comes after that, we'll see.